Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Before I start with my video, let me wish all of you a very happy new year. May this new year bring lot of happiness, good health, and good knowledge for you. With this, I am Shima ma'am with a new video on topic fraction for class 4th. What is a fraction? Fraction fraction means a part. If you see the image, from the image you will identify when we do the fraction, we can do the fraction from whole. Let us focus on the topic fraction and understand the concept of it. So fractions are for counting part of something. A fraction is a quantity that cannot be represented by a whole number. A fraction means a part of a whole. So this line is very important. A fraction means a part of a whole. This line show a very important things. Now understand what is the meaning of whole. Whole means suppose your mama is giving you whole one chapati, full one chapati. Correct? After that, from that chapati you have to make it in two parts and you have to share with your sister or brother. That what you are doing a fraction. It show one or more parts out of a mini equal part. Okay, suppose for example this is my cake. Okay, so I know it is a new year time, everyone did a celebration, new year celebrations where you brought the cake. When you cut this cake into pieces, like I'm trying to cut this cake into suppose 4 pieces. Okay, so this whole is known as whole. Okay, this all are known as a part. 1 part, 2 part, 3 part, and this is 4 part. Okay, so this is what known as a fraction. Now it is important to understand why you have to study the fraction. Fraction, it looks something like this. This is known as whole, one, full. Okay, now you can see this pink color bandwidth is divided into 2 parts. That's why I had written into 1 by 2. Now what is this meaning of 1 by 2? 1 here it means numerator and 2 here it means denominator. The denominator denotes the number of a part. The denominator denotes the number of a part and this 1 denotes how much is taken or given or the whole required. See, now this is 1 by 3. Now this orange color bandwidth, it is divided into 3 parts. Again the upper one is known as a numerator and the down one is known as a denominators. This denominator always denotes the numbers of a part. Now if we see the black bandwidth, it is divided into 12 parts. Okay, this purple color bandwidth, it's divided into 10 parts. So this formation of writing is known as a fraction. The way we write 1 by 5, this is known as a fraction. 1 by 6, it is known as a fraction. But this 1 is known as a whole. So there is certain number after whole we require certain things, like I ate 1 roti and I ate half roti. So how I can call that it as a 1 and half roti I ate. 1 and half roti. It means 1 and 1 by 2. This 1 by 2 is known as a fraction. Here we can see the examples. One whole pizza. This whole pizza is divided into 2 halves. Okay, one is eaten by this girl and another part is eaten by this boy. Now this pizza is again divided into 2 parts. This pizza is divided into 2 parts and this pizza is divided into 2 parts. So you can see the pictures and understand. Okay, so one half part is taken by him and another part is taken by her. Second way also this way. So now when we go to the pizza store or when we go for like Domino's or McD, they ask or give us the slice. There it is written in the form of a regular, large, extra large, medium, this way. So according to that they give us the slice. Here it is cut into the 4 part. Here it is 8 part. So how I can write 8 parts? 1 by 8. Here the one whole pizza is divided into 4 parts. So one pizza is divided into 4 parts. Always keep in mind the denominator, the down part is represent as part. The same thing is explained over here. This is a whole pizza. Whole pizza is divided into two parts. So we can write this as a 1 by 2. Okay. And this again it is divided into 4 parts. So we can write the whole pizza into 1 by 4. And this is again divided into 8 parts. So 1 by 8. The one whole pizza is divided into 8 parts. Now let's move forward with the next part. Why we need of a fraction? Why we need the fraction? Suppose you ate one whole pizza, or one whole roti. After that you took half roti. How you will explain that? Correct? How we explain that? Whole we can explain. Suppose you ate one roti, so you had written 1. I wrote 2 rotis, 2 chapatis, I wrote 2. But you took half more. For representing that half, we require a fraction. Okay. Can you finish the whole cake? If not, how many cakes did you eat? Correct? We will not able to finish the whole cake. But if you want to explain someone that how many pieces I ate or how many parts of the cake I ate, that time we require the fraction. 1 is not the answer, neither is 0. You can't say anyone, I ate whole 1 cake or I ate 0 cake. You can say I ate 1 piece, 2 piece, something like that. Or you can say in this way, I ate half cake. Okay. This suggests that we need a new kind of a number, that is fraction. So when we are not able to explain what will be the numbers come for the part, that time we have introduced the term fraction. Now a fraction is always in the form of a 2 parts. You should keep in mind. One is considered as a numerator, the upper one, and the down part is considered as a denominator. Now let's have a introduce through the part of a fraction. I am the numerator. I tell you the number of a parts take. I am the numerator. This 1 is the numerator. The upper part is always the numerator. It's tell the number of part take. Suppose you got a one whole pizza. You have divided into 2 parts. Okay. Then 1 part is taken by you. So the upper part is known as a numerator. And the denominator, I tell you the number of equal parts. In how many equal parts you had divided that particular thing. It may be chapati, it may be pizza, it may be burger, it may be cake, anything. In how many equal parts did you divided that particular things. The denominator tell us how many concurrent pieces the whole is divided into. Okay. So there is a condition in fraction that whenever you divide, the division should be in an equal part. Correct? Whatever you divide, the cake or anything, it should be in an equal part. All the pieces should be equal. Okay. Thus this cannot be 0. The denominators will never be 0. If you are dividing the part, there will be part. If you are divided in one whole chapati is there, you may divide it into 2 parts. You may divide it into 4 parts. You may not divide it, but then also the denominator will not be anytime 0. So keep in mind that. The numerator tell us how many such pieces are being considered. How many pieces are considered? Suppose this chapati I am divided into 4 parts. 1 part is eaten by you, yummy. Then another part is eaten by me. So how I can write this as a 2 by 4. 2 parts are eaten by you and me. Okay. And how many parts I did of this cake? 4 parts. So it is written as 2 by 4. How much of a pizza do we have below? Okay, here we have the pizza. Okay, now let us consider this blue line is known as, the dark blue line is known as a whole, one whole pizza. Now this pizza is divided into how many parts? Let me see. 1, 2, okay, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, this pizza is divided into 8 parts. So the part always down. Suppose 1 part is eaten by me, so I can write it in the form of 1 by 8. How many part is still left? I can count. There are total 7 parts left. So I can write 7 by 8. Is it okay? Now we will move further. Types of fractions. How many types of fraction? Unit fraction. What is a unit fraction? The fraction which have 1 as the numerator are called unit fraction. Fraction which have 1 as the numerator. Which one is the numerator? The upper part. If the upper part is having 1, 1, 1, then it is known as a unit fraction. Let the down denominator be anything. Okay? But if the upper part is having 1, 1, 1, it is known as a unit fraction. You can see the example. This triangle is divided into 2 parts. So 1 by 2. This square is divided into 4 parts and one part is blue in color. So 1 by 4. This diagram is divided into, heptagon is divided into 7 parts. So it is 1 by 7. And this circle is divided into 16 parts. So it is 1 by 16. Which part is color? Only one part. So you have to keep in mind, when the numerator is 1, that fraction is known as a unit fraction. So now the next fraction is proper fraction. The fraction in which the numerator is less than the denominator. Numerator is less than the denominator is called proper fraction. Like 2 by 4, it will be a proper fraction. Okay, 3 by 9, it is a proper fraction. Okay, 4 by 12, it is a proper fraction. When the numerator should be small and denominator is big, it is known as a proper fraction. Okay, why it is said is proper fraction? Because you have divided it into equal proper part. Okay. Now what is the improper fraction? Where the denominator is less and numerator is more. Simple, opposite. Proper fraction where the numerator is less and denominator is more. And improper fraction, do opposite of it, where the numerator should be more and denominator is less. Like this 2 by 4, if I write it into this way, 4 by 2. Is it correct? No, na? This is not correct. So that's why we say it as an improper fraction. So numerator big and denominator small is known as an improper fraction. Numerator small, denominator big is known as a proper fraction. What is the equivalent fraction? Such fraction which represent the same part of an object, though differing in numerals, are called equivalent fraction. Do you know what is the equivalent between you and me? Yes, you are absolutely correct. You have guessed it correct. Yes, we all are belong to Vashisht. But something is different. Lot of the things is different between you and me. What is that? You are a student, I am a teacher. I come to teach you, you come to study. A lot of the things is different. So here also, when we arrange the fraction, we have to see that let the number be different, but somewhere they should be equal. Like this 1 by 2. Okay, beta? Before studying this, we will go with the lowest term first. What is the lowest term? You have to, lowest term means simple, small. Correct? Very small. You have to convert this term into small. एकदम small term पे आपको consider कर लेना है. ठीक है? So how you will do this? 28 and 36. What you can do for 28 and 36? You have to divide 36 and 28 by same number. You have to divide 28 and 36 by same number. See, 28 you can divide by 4. 4 sevens are 28. Divide 28 by 4. So when you divide 28 by 4, you will get here 7 as a quotient. Okay, bacha? So you can write that 7 over here. Now this 36, you can divide that 36 by also 4, you will get 9. Now keeping in mind, you have to divide till that much time. आपको तब तक डिवाइड करना है जब तक दोनों ऊपर न्यूमरेटर एंड डिनोमिनेटर सेम नंबर से डिवाइड नहीं हो जाता. करेक्ट? When you will see like this a situation comes, 7 and 9, they are not divided by the same number, you should stop it. This 7 by 9 will be known as the lowest term. Again I will repeat, you have to divide till that much time when both numerator and denominator is getting divided by the same number. Okay? But as the situation comes where they are dividing by different number, you are going to stop there. You are not going to divide anymore. Okay? This is known as the lowest term. Okay. Now for seeing whether this number and this number is equivalent or not, they are same or not, what you have to do, you have to check whether they can be turned into lowest term or not. See this 1 by 2, they are already in a lowest term because 1 is not divided by any number and 2 will also not divide. Now you can divide this. 2 and 4 you can divide by the same number. 2, if you divide 2 by 2, you will get 1 and here 2. Again this 2 number is also same. Again you can divide 1 by 2. Okay, you can divide by same number. This 3 and 6, they both are divided by same number 3. 4 and 8, they are also divided by same number 1 by 2. And 5 by 10, they are also divided by same number 1 and 2. Okay, so when they both are divided by same, now you can see all these numbers are equivalent. Correct? Here also 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Equal means what? Both the sides same should be there. Okay, this 1 by 2 is equal to this 1 by 2. This 1 by 2 is equal to this 1 by 2. So in the beginning what you had seen, the numerals were different, but after doing it into the lowest term, we found that they all are equal. That is what known as the equivalent fraction. Now what is a mixed numeral? Mixed numeral is a part of whole and proper fraction. A mixed numeral is a mixture of a whole and a proper fraction. You can cut here whole fraction. We don't require whole, we can't consider as a fraction. This fraction word should not be here. So mixed numeral is the mixture of a whole and a proper fraction. So we write the mixed numeral something in this way. As you had studied in your decimal chapter, you will get to know from there. Mixed numeral we write in this way. So this 2 is known as a whole number and this 1 by 2 is known as a fraction. Which type of fraction? Proper fraction. Why proper fraction? Because 1 is small and 2 is big. As we had already discussed, the proper fraction should be where the numerator is small and the denominator is big. So mixed fraction is considered a whole and proper fraction. Now we already studied about the improper fraction. What is the improper fraction? Where the numerator is big and denominator is small. So when such type of condition arrive, what you have to do? You have to convert improper fraction into a mixed numeral. Like this 10 by 3. How you can do? Write 10 and divide it by 3. 3 3 is a 9. Okay. Here you can see the numerator, remainder is left. Now you have to write this formation in the form of a mixed fraction. Okay. So what you should do, this down remainder, you have to keep one formula in mind. Remainder up, quotient side and divisor down. Okay, this will go up, this will come side and this will be down. Okay, so if you can see, this 1 is kept up, this 3 is put here and this 3 is here. Now it's look like a mixed fraction. Okay, what is the meaning of it? 3 whole and 1 by 3. 3 is whole. Always keep in mind the front number will be whole and the back side is a proper fraction. Okay. Now the same improper fraction you can convert it into mixed fraction also. Let's see how you can do that. Okay. This 5 3 by 8 is given. What you can do? This d means denominator. Denominator multiply by whole. Whatever the answer you will get, you will plus with the numerator. See, I had written the formula. Denominator multiply by whole plus numerator. Denominator. So 8 multiply by 5 plus 3. 8 multiply by 5, how much it will give? 40. 40 plus 3, 43. Okay, it's been simple. My dear student, you have to please re-watching the videos wherever you find it stuck and you need to require more understanding. So please re-watch the video again and again. Write the values. You have to find the values. 3 by 7 of 28 centimeter. 3 by 7 of 28 centimeter. It shows that कि 28 centimeter 3 by 7 part of 28 centimeter कितना होगा, है ना? अगर ये 28 सेंटीमीटर है, इसका अगर हम 3 by 7 करें तो what will be the value? Okay, so how to solve this type of question I will explain you. Of means multiply. Put the multiply sign. 3 by 7 multiply 28. Now keep in mind this cross way you can divide. Up and down you can divide, but the straight you can't divide, you have to multiply. Cross you can divide, up and down you can divide, but the straight you have to multiply. Why? Because there is a multiply sign. So now see, can you divide 7 and 28? Yes. Now keep in mind, you have to divide again with the same term as we had already learned in the lowest term. So you can divide 28 by 7. So 7 ones is 7, okay, and 28 divided by 7, it will give you 4. So see, I had written here 3 multiplied by 4. 3 multiplied by 4, it gives you 12. Now for this also, 4 by 5 multiply 50. Cut it. 5 ones are 5, 5 tens are 50. Now 4 multiplied by 10, it will give 40. Addition of fraction. See, it's very simple. What is the addition of a fractions? According to your syllabus, it's of same denominator. Same denominator, you don't have to do anything. Same denominator, when you have, suppose here 2 by 5 and 3 by 5, you have to add both the number. You have to check first whether the denominator is same or not. See, here also 5, here also 5. So don't do anything, just you add the numerator part. Leave the denominator like that only. Take the denominator as a common 5. Add the only numerator part. 2 plus 3, 5. See, this 5 and 5, they both are same. You can divide and convert it into the lowest term. 5 divided by 5, it will give 1. Okay. What this 5 by 5 means? You had brought one chapati. You had divided into 5 parts, out of which you had eaten 5 parts. Okay. So it will be 1. Again, what you can do here, next one is given to you. 8, 8, same denominator. Keep the denominator as a one common, 8. Now add this, 3 by 7. Okay, 10 by 8. Now this 10 by 8, it is in the, yes, you are absolutely correct, that is improper fraction. So you can convert it into mixed fraction also and lowest term. Same way subtraction also, like fractions, what you can do, take the denominator common, 17 minus 10, 7 by 8. Yes, keep in one thing in mind, wherever you find improper fraction after solving addition or subtraction, you need to convert it into mixed fraction. Ascending order and descending order. Normal ascending and descending order you did? Yes, correct. Now we are going to learn the ascending and descending order of fraction. See, when the denominators are same, here you can see the denominators are same. Okay, all 11, 11, 11. Now how you can arrange it in the form of a ascending order? Ascending order means small to big. Okay, so when all the denominator are same, your focus should be there for the numerator. Check all the numerators. Here it is 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. In numerator, the number which is small, it should be front. This 2 is small, so 2 by 11 is front. Then 3 is small, 3 by 11 is second. Then 4 is small, 4 by 11. Then 8 is small, 8 by 11 and 9 by 11. You can understand this in this way also. Suppose we had brought pizza. Okay, you also did it into 11 part, your pizza. I also did 11 part of my pizza. But I ate only 2 pizza out of it, and you ate 3 pizza out of it. Correct? Who ate more? Obviously you. So you will go back. Okay. Or otherwise we can take one more example. The same pizza I did of 8 part. I ate 8 part, and you ate 9 part. Who ate more? You. So you are back. So keep in mind, when the denominator are same, your focus should be there for numerator. The number which is small in numerator, it will be front. The number which is big in numerator, it will be back. Okay. Let's see the other example. Okay. 3, 3, 3. When the numerator is same, see here all the 3, 3 are same and denominators are different. That time what you will do? The denominator which is big, it will be front. Why? I will show you the example. The denominator which is big, it will be front, and the denominator which is small, it will be back side. Okay. Now think this 14. You had brought one pizza. You had breaked it into 14 pieces. How many pieces? 14 pieces. Out of that you had eaten 3 small pieces. You had brought the same pizza. You had cut it into four part. Out of that, you had eaten 3 part. Which size will be more? 14-1 or 4-1? The 4-1 size will be more, beta, and the 14-1 size will get small. Just imagine it. You brought one chapati, you are cutting it into 14 pieces. The pieces size will be very small, but the same pizza, if you have cut it into 4 part, the size will be more. Okay, so when the numerator is same and denominators are different, so your focus should be denominator. The number which is bigger in denominator, it should be front. The number which is small in denominator, it should be back. Now descending order. What you have to do in descending order? Big to small. Okay. When all the denominators are same, the number which is big in numerator, it will be front, and which is small in numerator, it will be back. When all the numerators are same, the number which is small in denominator will be front, and the number which is big in denominator will be back. Here are a few questions for you. Use fraction to write the part of the whole shape. See how many parts it is divided into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 parts. How many parts are shaded? 3 parts. So what you can write? 3 by 8. In fact, the marks are also written in fraction. Ever if you had noticed, it's written in 3 by 8. Which figure is shaded to show a fraction equal to 2 by 5 of it? Okay, 2 by 5, it is divided into 5 parts, but 3 parts are shaded. So it is written in 3 by 5. It is also divided into 4 parts, 2 parts are shaded, 2 by 4. Okay, then it is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, it is okay. 2 by 5. You can consider this also, or you can consider this also. 4 by 10. If you consider the box, one box, there are upper 5 box and down 5, total 10. So 2 and 5 if you consider in the lowest term. What about this? 2 by 4. Okay, there are few more questions for you. Let you also try few questions as a homework. Correct. The third question is how to find the equivalent fraction, and the fourth question is John, Sarah, Tom and bought 2 pizzas of the same size. John ate 2 by 4 of pizza, Tom, Sarah ate 1 by 4 of a pizza each. How many pizza was left? Let's see how many of you can do it. Let's try. Then which 2 figure have shaded a part that represent equivalent fraction? You have to again deal with the equivalent fraction. You have to check whether they are equal or not. Stay home, stay safe, and thank you for listening me.